Hey GB, you're number one again. Hi Brenda. Hi Silver. Hi Tabby. Hi Anna. Hi Sunflower. Hi Whisper to Me. Hi Laura. You might hear the rain, and I'll explain that. Delia, hi. Kathy, CYNT, hi. Angelicali, I keep. Randy, Sakura Girl, hello. M. Hank. Sonia, I hope you're feeling better. Wildlife. Mary Kim, hey. Hi 69, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're okay. Two Scooter Chick, Kaza, Jennifer, J Bells, Kazbot, Sandy, Patty, Shine On, hope you're doing good. Judy, Deborah, hi. Hope everyone is doing good. SN, I know some of you are probably in. There's supposed to be this like tremendous heat wave. I know it's supposed to be hitting New York. Today it wasn't any, I'll explain about today. And it wasn't any big heat wave. If it's going to come tomorrow, I don't know. But they said it was going to be like feeling like 100 or something. I know they mean in New York City, but you love the rain. Oh, okay. And I've got, if you love the rain, hi, I have like 2 hours. I'll explain what happened today. Brandy, hi. Sassy Darcy, hi. Did I get Sandy? I got you. Teresa, hi. Chris, hi everyone. Mommy sent you an email to True Crime Chat about human remains 40 miles from your house. Oh, did you want to come on and talk about it? Do you want to talk about it on the air? Let me know. Do you want to? Or you just want me to read it? I don't know. Let me know. It's been really hot in northern Illinois. Linda, where northern Illinois, is that near Rockford? I'm asking because my nephew and my niece and their daughter are visiting this whole week from Rockford. And they go back on Saturday. Oh, you don't know? Why, are you phone shy? You shouldn't be phone shy. You love the rain. We need it here. Oh, do you? Okay. Hey, Janelle. Let's see. Ems, Coffee. How are you doing, Ems? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it? Are you hot up there or not? It's cool. It wasn't bad today. It rained all day, and that's the thing. I went to do the new video because I got 3 new pieces to my power washer. And I was like really excited. So I swear to you, it was not raining. I went out to do it. It started to drizzle. So I thought, oh, great. I'll just record another storm. It wasn't. And then I said to Jimmy, oh, I think it's stopping. And he's like, no, it's not stopping. It has rained the entire day in all different kinds of intensities. 1 minute it's pouring. The next minute it's drizzling and the birds are at the feeder. So I managed to get like 2 hours. Don't even ask. I just set my camera up there. 2 hours of rain footage, and it's different. I did, move the camera, so there's different things, but then there's a lot on the bird feeder. So with the rain sounds, there are bird sounds. There's owls. You can hear the owls a few times. You can hear some wind chimes in the background. You can hear the cardinal and the other birds. You'll see the cardinal. You'll see a squirrel that makes a lot of acrobatic moves on the bird feeder. So you guys wanted long, and this is all like it's not looped, it's all original, you know what I mean? It's not repeated. So that's loading now. And then I thought, wouldn't that be funny, right? If all the insomniacs were like, hey, that's what I needed, rain videos. And then you're like, well, where's so-and-so? Well, ever since you put the rain videos up, they've been going to bed like at 9 o'clock, right? It could be not so good for the late night chats. But yeah, owls. There's a lot of stuff going on in the new video that I'm loading. So it's over 2 hours. You don't know how people live without it. But Ivy, aren't you way up north too? It should be even cooler for you, right? It's not hot at all. I mean, it's not hot like that at all here, or not now. I mean. Hi, Ivy. Who else? Danielle. Hi. Hi, the Bryan clan. The Bryan clan, I'm going to have to look for that email. I know I'm not dreaming. Someone emailed me about the dolls, and I've done a search in my email for dolls. I'm going to look again. But if anybody is interested the Bryan clan is moving, and she's selling a bunch of dolls. They're in boxes. They're collectible dolls. She has Barbies and she has Marie Osmond dolls. If you're interested, please email me, and I will give your, I'll set you up with her, and I will give you those Facebook groups, because you probably can do well in there too. I will get to those. Just had a crazy day. I didn't get to do the power washer stuff, and so I did the rain video. It's so humid here that it's hard to breathe. Where are you, Brandy Joe? Oh, hi, see my tutu. Chatty Cathy, hello. Hey, Joe Glover. Two Scooter Chick, I got you, right? If I missed you, let me know if you, but I think, you go girl, I see you. Hey, Nora. Mona, how you doing? You sent me an email finally? Okay. Linda, Abby, Ashley, Faith, Sergio. What else did I miss? HNBY girl. Skulls and Shells. I think I got Maribel. I think I might have missed you. Evelyn, I got you. Birdie, I got you right. And Ems, okay. If I missed you, I see you too. Wildlife, I got you right. Yeah, I don't know. It's all running together for me now. Oh, please send the rain down to Florida. So it's been raining literally all day. I don't know if it's raining up by you, Ems, if it's been raining all day. It's been because Charlene lives up near Syracuse, and she gets totally different weather than me. Her stuff blooms, you would think, or later. No, it's earlier than me. She has totally different weather than I do. And I kind of think like we live in two different universes. Hey, Random Guy Jeff. Random Guy Jeff, somebody else wanted to call in about something. Charlene Rosemary has been watching the Rosenbaum, the trial, and I apologize for that because I haven't been watching it yet. I have to catch up on it. It's kind of important. Maybe I can just glance at it. Okay, sure. Okay. All right. Let's see if I have anything else while I'm here. Okay, so why didn't that? Someone asked me for the photo. I thought okay, that's through. Okay, anybody that I think asked for a photo, that photo from last night, I think I put that through. Jeff, did you tell me you wanted to call in about something, or who told me last night they wanted to call in about something? I think it was you, Jeff, right? So Charlene is going to call in about the, as soon as she gets on, tell me, Charlene, and I'll shoot you the number. Let me just shoot you the number now so I have it while I'm in my email. And then we're going to talk, I have to fix the title. See, that's what I hate, Casbot. When you change the live stream thing one time, then I always forget to change it, and it says the same thing that we're doing. So I've got to remember to do that. So I better go change that and put what the heck we're talking about, so people don't think we're having a rerun. Can you imagine that? That would be funny. Okay. Let me get this to Charlene. I know where am I? Okay. All right, so Charlene, I'm sending you this for you to get us all up to date on the trial. And then now, who just asked me about the, okay, I'm going to find your email. How long ago was your email sent? If you could give me a time, because believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe, I'm a little behind on my emails. Oh, the Bryan clan, I thought I did invite you. You're not in the Slack? I'm fairly certain I did. You're sure? I could swear I put you in there. I'll do it again, but I could swear you're in there. You might have to accept the invitation. Okay. You see, it says you're already in our Slack, so I think you have to go in there and accept something, because it won't let me do it again. It says this person is already in your workspace. Okay. And let's see. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Sakura girl. I didn't get to open your emails either. Let me go back in the chat and see who it was, because I'm sometimes... So who was it that said you emailed me, and what? Slack Snow Remover is a group that, it's like a task, you can manage projects, project manager groups. So we're having those live crafting groups. It's easy to put all the crafters in there with the instructors. Then we have another one for another project, and we have other projects like with Amber and playground stuff and stuff like that. We can separate that all out so everybody can be where they want to be. But if you want to join the crafting group, Snow Remover, the painting, it doesn't matter if you want to do one craft or many crafts or anything. It's really nice because people can chatter in there and, get to know each other. And it's not like, your hands are, somebody has you up against the wall that you have to do every craft. But if you want to join, just let me know and I can put you in the Slack group. Okay, so let's see. Random guy Jeff, are you signed up for everything? Is he asking Bryan Clan. So who is the person that just asked me? Oh, there's Charlene. Hi, Charlene.
So you can manage projects.
Hi.
Hi, you have to mute the YouTube and then we'll be good to go.
Put all the crafters in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good. No problem. So you've been watching, you love to watch trials, right?
Yes.
I know.
It's day 6.
Do you watch it while you're gardening?
I do.
Yeah, I thought so. Because that's how you get so much done, right? You must be dying.
Right.
Wait till you see my rain video. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, Carolyn's got so many weeds. It's obvious she doesn't do anything in her yard. You would die. You would truly die. I think you would pass out. I'd have to pick you up and put you in the house like on a hand truck or something. I don't know, because you probably would have a flip out. You'd probably flip out. But I could use you if you when you're free. I don't know how you do everything. You do that all by yourself?
I do it all by myself.
That's amazing. Did you do all the stonework yourself?
I got slabs of Pennsylvania bluestone, and I had them delivered.
And you
and
stacked
then you smash them up.
Wow. Well, you can get aggression out that way, right? You do it with a sledgehammer or something?
Yes.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah.
You're like, sometimes. It's not always good. Okay. But no, that's really amazing. I mean, it really is. It looks great. I mean, I have to learn the mulching. I've never learned mulching correctly. Like, do you have to put plastic down like around the plants and then put the mulch on top of it?
No.
No?
I just put mulch down.
Right, because like say you want to add another perennial, that's what I didn't understand, and then you've got the plastic down because I saw some guy on YouTube, and then I'm like, well, what's he going to do now if he wants to add another perennial next year? What does he do? He's got to cut through the
Yeah,
plastic, right, and everything. Then he's got to pull that out. It just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. Plus, if something really wants to come through the plastic, it will.
Oh, will it? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it will.
I don't know. I'm not good. I'm not good with mulching. Like I've never mulched. Even though when I used to weed, I just never mulched. I would weed, and then like I have some things like lemon balm that it overtakes everything. If you've ever had lemon balm, I mean, even when I throw the weeds in the wood, like they're not weeds. Even when I throw what I call weeds, because I take out extra lemon balm and I throw it in the woods, it grows. So I have all lemon balm growing in in the woods. And I'm not sure what to do with, my daisies. Is it possible to, I know we didn't mean to make a gardening thing, but I just have one more question. Is it possible to grow those in like a big pot? I mean, would they come back if I put them in like a big pot, those perennial chrysanthemum daisies or whatever they're called, would they come back or do I have to put them in the ground?
You haven't done that yet?
No.
You got them weeks ago.
I know. It's not been that long. Come on. 10 days maybe.
You should put them in the ground.
In the ground, right? I have to, right? Yeah.
Yes, you have to.
You know what I was just waiting? Because I think what Jimmy did, he probably won't admit to it, but I think he weed whacked them. The ones I had, remember I told you I had a big clump of them? Because there's a couple coming up, so what's the worst that'll happen? If I put them where they were, no big deal, right?
No, not at all.
All right, then I'll dig a hole and throw them in tomorrow if it stops raining. Have you been having rain?
We did have rain today, but I prayed for it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I've been praying for it.
Oh,
because
that's
it takes me almost 3 hours to water.
Oh, yeah. I've got really nice our tomatoes are coming along really well. I've been taking care of those plants, but it's just like I don't know, just having trouble with the other stuff. But I'll get them in the ground. I will. Anyway, so what's going on in this? Catch everybody up. Is everybody familiar? It's Rosenbaum or Bloom?
Baum.
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 Okay, Rosenbaum. And here's what I know about it, not very much. I think it's like it's about two kids or some. Are they step kids or foster kids?
Okay, so here's what happened.
Okay.
And it's really, really sad.
It sounds it, yeah.
Okay, so these foster parents, Jennifer Rosenbaum,
Mm-hmm.
and her husband's name is Joseph.
Okay.
Okay, so let me start with what the charges they're facing.
Just before you start, what state?
Georgia.
Georgia, okay.
So, Jennifer faces charges of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, cruelty to children in the first degree, cruelty to children in the second degree, and aggravated battery. She's going for a life sentence. Well, she's not going for it. Hopefully, she'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
The husband faces murder charges in the second degree, cruelty to children in the first degree, cruelty to children in the second degree, aggravated assault, and aggravated battery. And he can get up to 30 years.
And so what happened? Did both children died or?
No, just Layla. And they had these kids 3.5 months.
Wow.
But what happened was Jennifer, first of all, it took 4 years for it to come to court because Jennifer was a National Guard veteran, a candidate for the Henry County Commission,
Wow.
an Emory Law student, and she had such close ties to the Henry County DA's office
Mm-hmm.
because she interned there that they had to bring in an outside prosecutor.
Wow.
So the mother was into meth, but she owned it,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew the kids weren't in a good place. So they were taken away from her and put into foster care.
How old were
And,
they?
Layla was she was 2 when she died, and then there's Millie, who I believe was 3. It seemed like she had one every year.
Wow.
but these
So 2
two
little girls,
girls-
like 1 and 3 when they got, like 1.5 and 3 when they got them?
Yeah, something
Like that. Close to
that.
2, yeah, right? Yeah, okay.
And I think she had a total of 5 children, but they weren't all born yet. I think she had a couple after this.
Mm-hmm.
But, and she was in and out of jail, but she owned it, and she was never mean to the children. She just was addicted to drugs, and like I said, she owned it.
Okay.
And they were in foster care in a very good home. There was nothing wrong with the home they were in, but they were kind of being bounced around because she was trying to keep them with her family.
Mm-hmm.
But her great-grandmother, well, their great-grandmother, her grandmother, very lovely woman, very, very compassionate woman, 72 years old. She lived in a 55 and over
Community, yeah.
community, so she couldn't, it's not that she didn't want them,
She couldn't take
but
them in.
she couldn't.
Right. Yeah.
Right, she couldn't take them in, but she saw them as often as she could.
Mm-hmm.
So they were in a home, and what happened was Jennifer reached out to the mother on Facebook. She sought her out,
Okay.
and she said, "Hey, we used to be friends, and I mean, Jennifer, or the mother was so, out of it that she didn't really remember who she was."
So, okay, so the foster mom sought out the birth mom on Facebook?
Yep.
Okay, and did maybe I missed, how did she know her?
Well, evidently they used to be in foster care together.
Oh, okay. All right. I must the two mothers were in foster care together, so they're around the same age then, or just close in age?
Yeah, they were close in age.
Okay.
But, so she sought her out pretending to be compassionate, and I know you're having problems, and I know you have 2 little girls, and I know you want to keep them together,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to help you out until you can get back on your feet. And the mother said, well, they're already in foster care. And she said, yeah, but I would, take so much better care of them, blah, 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 blah. And, so she said, okay, well, the caseworker's name is, I forget the first name, but the last name was White. I think Teresa or Samantha White. So, and she actually knew who the caseworker was because she's friends with all these people in the DA's office and everything. She knew her way around. And I don't know why she wanted these girls, but
Yeah.
it wasn't it wasn't because, I mean, she couldn't have children of her own.
Mm-hmm.
So the foster mother let Jennifer take him on a weekend visit.
But I'm surprised they wouldn't have to, like, wouldn't the kids be in the state's, like, wouldn't the state have to approve that and interview them?
That's why a lot of people lost their jobs.
Oh, okay.
And see, Jennifer knew how to, pull all the strings because she was, in the DA's office and, studying law and all this other stuff. And she showed the mother all these pictures of her home and yada yada. So anyway, what happened was the mom, the foster mom said, let her take him. At first, it was like day visits.
Mm-hmm.
It started out as day visits. And when they would come home, they would have marks on them. And Jennifer would say, oh, they fell, or, something like that. And then when they started having weekend visits, it was more serious. They were concerning marks.
Mm-hmm. So they were like, were they on their butt? Were they like, did they look like they were hitting them, or they were beating them? What were they doing?
Yeah, black eyes.
Oh, eyes! They're going in the face now too. Okay.
Black eyes on their back, on their, all over the place.
Just not okay.
So it was concerning, but Jennifer goes, well, they can't expect me to, take these kids and never have a bruise.
Yeah, okay.
But the foster mother that was taking care of them said, well, everything has to be reported to,
right.
So she took pictures, and the social worker never got back to her. And then it seemed like she was meaner to Layla.
That's
who was the littler one.
Older one, okay.
Because she was starving her.
Oh.
And she had broken arm, which was never tended to, broken leg.
Oh my gosh.
So she took her to this doctor who testified, and he said, you need to go, right away to the emergency room. He split it up. He sent her to a special place. It was an emergency care, but it was for orthopedic.
Okay.
She said, okay. And he splinted it. But the mother Jennifer never took her there. And 3 days later, she took her to another doctor. So she was like playing this, doctor, what do they call it?
Doctor.
So no questions are asked.
Oh, so no
There's a word for it.
I'm not sure. Let me see. Anybody know what Charlene's trying to think of? Doctor shopping? No, doctor hopping? They're saying HIPAA?
Yeah, I think doctor shopping, it could be, but whatever, just so that they wouldn't talk to each other. But he was so concerned about the break of her leg, and because of her foot. She had injured her foot, which Jennifer said that she was at her great grandmother's, and she stepped in a hole in her backyard, which of course wasn't true,
Right.
and hurt her leg, and then or hurt her foot, and then when she went to gymnastics, she fell off the beam and broke her leg. Well, the doctor said, first of all, with that foot injury, there'd be no way she'd be doing gymnastics. Second of all, she was never signed. Like everything this woman said, they were in this daycare, they were in this I mean, none of it was true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these 6 days have been, you know, all these witnesses coming forward, you know, because they're still doing the state.
Right.
And the witnesses are saying, no, they were never enrolled in this daycare. They were never, you know.
Okay. Yeah. I you know, like, me not knowing anything of the case, I'm right now wondering, and I don't know if anybody else is, like, why would she have sought out the mother and wanted these kids, and why, after the first time she took him, if she had that hard of a time that she's beating a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, right? Why would she keep wanting them? It's making me think, and I don't know anything about the case, that it's not about the kids. It was about maybe getting back at the girl for something that happened when they were in foster care, but I could be totally off base. I don't know anything about the case. But just seeing it as you're saying it so far, like, I'm thinking, like, well, why? She obviously isn't managing the kids well, right? So why would she keep, like, what you think after the first time she'd be like, okay, I made a mistake on that one, I don't need these kids anymore?
Well, that's what I said to my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't want kids, or if you can't have kids and then you get them and then you can't even handle them for the weekend, you know, why the heck do you want to, you know?
Keep getting them back, yeah.
But she did say to someone, because someone testified, that she said to her, yeah, we were in foster care together. Karma's a bitch. So I have no idea what happened.
Well, Scooter said, I don't know if it's true, but there's a rumor that she targeted the mother because she stole a boyfriend from this woman once.
Well, that's a good excuse to kill a kid if I ever heard one.
Right? Crazy. The boyfriend picked the biological mom, and Jennifer hated her for it. Oh, Kathy from Texas says the same thing. Wow. I mean, that's what I was thinking, just like not hearing anything, because I'm just thinking, like, you know, I mean, you see people that just are like so glad to give kids back when, I mean, they're not even foster parents, but, like, you know, if you have somebody watching a kid and the kid's really wild, they're like, oh, here, thanks, I don't think I'll be babysitting again, right? So, I mean, seems like she's having a really rough time with these kids, unless she's intentionally just trying to kill them just to get back at the mother, but then wouldn't she understand there'd be repercussions for her? I mean, I don't...
Well, I don't think she meant to. I mean, she was torturing them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could tell. I don't want to make you sick, and I know what a germophobic you are, so I'm not even going to tell you
what happened.
Some of the things that she did to these kids. No, I can't.
Left them in their diapers and stuff?
Oh no, God, no.
Oh no.
Worse than that.
Worse than that?
Worse than that. If they got sick,
right,
she would make them eat their vomit.
Ugh.
Stuff like that.
Yuck. Okay.
It gets worse, but stuff like that.
Ugh.
And she was just beating them. If they fell asleep in the car, she would beat them with a belt. And her husband evidently was doing the same thing when he was home. And the one girl, she was starving. I don't know what the problem was with the one girl, but she was starving, her. And every time the caseworker came over, you know, oh, I just put her in for a nap. I don't want to wake her up, because they're supposed to check their bodies and
right, yeah,
this and that. So needless to say, they lost their job. But what happened was, I guess one night the beating got really bad because she called 911 and said, you know, I have a foster child who's choking on a chicken bone,
Ugh.
and I'm doing the however you
Heimlich.
say it. And I don't know what I'm doing. I hope I didn't press too hard.
Oh.
Red flag, red flag,
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah.
And when they got there, the kid was covered in bruises from head to toe.
From the Heimlich maneuver?
No.
But no, she's saying it is, right, though?
Yes.
That,
that's
at
what
least
she's
some of
trying
them
to
are,
say.
right?
That's what she's trying to say, yep.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing lodged in her throat, and it turned out she had a transected pancreas.
Ugh.
And then when they started doing all these X-rays, they saw broken bones that were never attended to.
And she's still
Just
alive
there
at this
was
point?
no, she was
She's
gone.
dead. She's gone. Okay.
She was gone. And that's what the medics were saying, that there's no way that she could have bruised like that, you know, after death. I mean, there was just no way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. So she's blaming the bruising on the resuscitation attempts. Yeah, wow.
But the thing about this case is it's unlike any trial I've seen. Like there's no clock. There's no long breaks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the judge will take 2 5-minute breaks.
Okay.
2 5 to 10 minute stretch breaks. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then an hour lunch, and that's it. They're right on the ball. There's no BS. It's, you know, one witness right after the other.
So what is the prosecution still going, or has the defense already started?
Nope, tomorrow will be day 7, and it's still the prosecution.
So this will be a little bit of a long trial then. Seems like it. If it's a couple, I mean.
And I've never seen a defense attorney like this. I mean, she is so condescending to the doctors, I mean, she's just like, isn't it, you know, she just goes up and goes, isn't it true that, you know, that Bruce could have had, isn't it true that this, isn't it true? You know, she's just like really mean. Yeah. She's so mean.
And so are they, who's on trial right now? Is it just the mother right now and then the fathers, or are they in the same trial like the other one, McNabb?
They're being tried together.
Like McNabb's, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're being tried together.
And who's been testifying for the prosecution? Has it been mostly doctors or?
Doctors, the EMTs, pediatricians, the gymnastic people that say she was never there, a woman from the waiting room in the gymnastic, you know.
Yeah.
They had Millie, who is the older of the 2 girls, on the stand the second day.
Oh, so Millie, so the one that was killed was the youngest one.
Right.
Okay,
Layla.
I misunderstood you. So, and the oldest one is still alive, and is she now? Where is she?
She was adopted.
Oh, she was adopted. Okay.
She was, and they had the adopted mother too.
Oh, they had the okay.
Policemen, you name it, they've had it. You know, they've had them.
Right, and
but I've never seen a defense attorney like, you know, we've watched a lot of trials and they don't.
Yeah, Kathy from Texas
people.
says the defense attorney is a real bee. She tried to come down so strong on the great-grandmother, but great-grandmother is sharp as a tack.
Oh, yeah, I felt so bad for her. And she tried to stop the visits with the great-grandmother. In fact, she succeeded because she kept telling, you know, the social worker that the great-grandmother's telling the kids they don't have to mind me and I don't think they should see them anymore. And And also, the defense attorney is making a big mistake. I think isn't Millie a liar? Doesn't Millie lie all the time? Isn't she just like, a liar? I mean, she's talking about a little girl.
Yeah. So you said how long? So the little girl, was she like 8 now? You said it took how many years?
She's 7 now.
7.
It took 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, they're all saying the same about the defense, and let's see, the defense attorney is obnoxiously condescending. Kathy said, or no, Dana says, everything she says makes it sound like you have to agree with her. Kathy says the great grandmother has been a real star witness. She was one of the best I've ever seen.
The only thing I couldn't make out, and I listened to it 5 times, is the mother started getting suspicious because every time, because the mom's supposed to visit with her, and every time she would make up an excuse, so the mother started recording the calls. The biological mother.
The biological mother? Okay.
Yes, but I can't make out this phone call. But evidently, I mean, everyone in court could, but I couldn't.
The biological mother has taken the stand?
Yes,
And
she was on the stand.
Did she say anything about, nothing about any reason that this woman would be seeking revenge or something?
No, she said, she made it like we were once friends, and I really didn't remember who she was, and I didn't know what was going on, and she showed me all these pictures of her beautiful home and all these degrees she had, and I thought, wow, my kids will be so, that's such a good environment. It's better than the foster care they're in.
Right. Wow.
But the social worker was on yesterday. Was it yesterday and today?
Right.
And most of her testimony was, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh, the social worker, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, she lost her job. But believe it or not, she's working in a group home.
Oh, wow.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know what's going on. In Georgia, that other case, right, the Moss case where they starved the little girl, that was in Georgia also, right? Wasn't it? The Tracy Moss, wasn't it?
I'm not sure about that.
Pretty
Could
sure.
be.
Ariel Mama said, I can't keep away from this trial. The defense attorney is awful. She's buying her clients, which thankfully so they're guilty. Defense attorney keeps showing pic after pic, saying how happy they look and how they had TV in their room and they went to a festival face painting.
And she had these kids 3.5 months.
Only 3.5 months. Wow.
3.5 months.
So that also makes it sound like she was really trying just to escalate this to, but that hasn't been, the prosecution didn't put that as the motive? Like, well, what do they say the motive is? You can't stop watching the trial today. I'm going to have to start watching it too, Scooter.
Well, it's an all-day thing. I mean...
So, yeah. Well, I'll put it on when I'm doing stuff.
And I watch, if I don't make your live, watching your live in between, on the lunch break.
Yeah. Why would the husband participate? Well, Life said, oh yeah, why would the husband participate? If it was a revenge thing, why wouldn't he try to talk her down?
I don't know. He was just as mean. In fact, there was kind of a hint of sexual abuse, but
oh, really?
It wasn't taken anywhere.
How old are they? Like they're in their 30s, these people?
Yeah, they're young. They're young people.
Yeah. And was he in the military as well?
He was a correctional officer.
Oh, correctional officer. They have, correctional officers have a lot of issues, just also because of the just the environment of working. It's very difficult. I mean, there's a lot of correctional officers around this area, and yeah, they see a lot of psychiatrists because it's mentally not a good place to be, and so yeah, wow.
And then the only other odd thing, because I've never seen this before, I've seen court dictators.
Mm-hmm.
And the first day of the trial, I thought, the woman had a breathing problem because she had this thing over her mouth. But it's actually, they're talking into whatever's being said. Have you ever seen that?
No. No, you mean the court reporters wearing a mask?
Yes. Not wearing it, holding it up to her. Like I said, on the first day of the trial, I thought, wow, she's got a breathing problem and she keeps, getting oxygen or something. But then I realized what she was doing, and I just said to myself, I hope to God they're using different ones because there's different people every day. I said, Carolyn would.
Can you imagine, Carolyn? Whose mask is this? I have to have my own. I'm sorry, I'm out of here. Unless it comes out of a sterile packaging and it's never been used, I'm not going to be able to work today. Oh my gosh.
But I don't see how they could talk fast enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen that.
Because they're saying what both sides are saying.
That's crazy, because usually they're just pretty good just with those little things that they type into.
Has anyone in the chat seen
they
that?
Said Angel Callie says she's seen that a lot, and then oral dictation to the computer that records the statements, I guess, yeah. I've never seen it. The Rosenbaum case, Ashley, out of Georgia. You've seen that in court before, Teresa? Okay. Those transcripts are crap, Sakura Girl says, and she's a former defense attorney, right, Sakura Girl? They're crap. Why? Because they don't. You'd rather have the lady that types it on that little thing than somebody that's speaking into that mask.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
what time does this start? They start at 9.
And that's another thing. The judge says, "I'll see you at 9 in the morning," and by golly, they are at 9 in the morning. They are on.
And it's on that Law and Crime Network thing.
It's on Law and Crime Network, and it's also on
True TV,
11 Alive, or
11 Alive.
Whatever that.
Yeah, 11 Alive.
Whatever that other station is that we watched the Timothy Jones trial on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what does Sakura say? Yes, Sakura says, yeah, she'd rather see them typing this stuff.
But and the judge is good looking, but he was wearing a wedding ring. But and he's in Georgia anyway.
Yeah, terribly inaccurate, she said. The transcripts, we use digital recordings. Yeah. But then it's gonna be
I've just never seen anything like that. And like I said, the first day, I thought, wow, this poor woman has a breathing problem.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking today, and don't ask me why I was thinking it. Let me see if I can remember why I was thinking it. Oh, I know why I was thinking it. Because we have a lake association, and they said that my neighbor who took, I responded to the email. That was Sharon checking on me, but said something about she took the minutes at the last meeting, and I remember something told me, because I can remember this lady, she took steno. Remember steno, Pat? Like, I never took it, but it was out of school by the time I got there. It's bad enough that we had typing, but what about, like, what happened is shorthand, steno, right? It's gone. So what about all those people? I mean, there's still got to be people that stenographers, right, today, because they're not that old. I think my sister knows it, and she's not that old. So, shorthand, right? What happened to that? You just said, you just think about things that are gone now, right? No, we don't need that shorthand. But
Yeah, even data entry's gone.
wasn't it like H. Gregg or something? I remember the book. I never took it, but my sister did. You use that for notes. I used to remember my sister doing it because she had a class in high school, shorthand. You still use your shorthand. So yeah, see, there's probably a lot of people that do. It comes in handy. You took shorthand in high school too. You're a stenographer. So, okay, so you can still be employed, but you just don't hear it anymore, right? It's not in the schools anymore. It's not just like they don't teach cursive anymore. You note taken shorthand, okay. You took shorthand and you loved it. Well, they stopped teaching cursive now. Yeah, that's right, Brenda Jo. They did. You love shorthand, Tracy B? Had a class in high school, right? Yeah. I was just, don't ask me why. I was thinking about that lady taking the minutes, and because I was just looking at the minutes, and I'm like, how did she, and I bet she used steno, because I know that she said she had that. You had it in school. See, a lot of people had it in school.
Yeah, well, this is my first time ever seeing that, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that either, so I'll see it tomorrow. That should be interesting. Cursive is a superpower now. I don't understand. What is the reason? I still don't know why the reason is that they don't do the cursive anymore. Does anybody know what the reason is?
I have no clue.
Is it because they're typing everything into a computer now? But then why teach them printing? I mean, I don't get it. Because of computers, okay, but shouldn't they still know how to sign their name? Like, is it just like, hey, we got to do, let's just skip that. The kids' keyboard now, right, Sharon? So maybe just teach them how to make an X for their name, and they can do everything on it. Like, where did they just say, okay, no more cursive? I just wonder why they just picked it there. I always thought you had to use cursive for documents. Yeah, for signing, right? But now you sign. I get so many documents for my blogger stuff. It just, you could put anything. You just use that little thing. You use your fingernail or something on a touch screen, or you do something and they just accept your signature like that. So no big deal. We no longer have pen pals, writing letters. Yeah, I used to love the pen pals, Jessica. There used to be big blue marble on a Sunday or a Saturday, and I used to have pen pals all over the world, Malta and Greece, and you don't like not being able to type parentheses, colons without it defaulting to emojis. You require any fifth graders you have to use cursive. Studies have shown that it helps them connect ideas, reason most doing cursive. But a lot of times, like, they taught us, like, oh, it's so much easier when you're note-taking to just writing cursive, and you do print, keyboarding, shorthand, and cursive, Ariel Ma? Yeah, it's weird, right? About a year ago at work, you changed your font to cursive on your internal chat system, and you got told to change it because a few people couldn't read what you were typing. That's too much, doesn't it?
Today was the only day Jennifer showed emotion, which was probably for herself. And that was during the 911 call. I mean, she's a good actress, but other than that, she looks guilty.
But did they go into a history of abuse for her since she was in the foster care system? Are they using that? Is the defense attorney using that yet?
No, they're saying that, they're saying that she took the kids in because she loved them and cared for them and wanted to give them a good home, and this poor child choked on something, and she did it wrong. And that the child that was not enrolled in gymnastics broke her leg in gymnastic class. And the grandmother doesn't even have a backyard, but she did something really bad to the foot. And that was supposedly in a hole in the grandmother's backyard, but the grandmother said she doesn't have a backyard.
Mm.
You know, she lives in she takes them to the park and stuff. But see, in all the years they were in foster care, and the great-grandmother was visiting with them all the time, and they never had so much as scrape when she brought them back.
Well, now, the one that was watching them when she brought them back, the other foster mother,
Mm-hmm.
she never called anyone about it?
Yep, constantly.
Oh, she
and
did?
She took pictures, and one day she got really mad because the social worker wasn't calling her back, and she took them down there. She just went right down to the office and said, I want pictures taken.
Yeah.
Everything has to be documented. I want pictures taken.
And now, was she telling the birth mother, too, that these kids are coming back really abused from that lady that wants them?
No, she didn't. No, because at that time when the biological mother visited, her visits are always supervised.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another thing. Jennifer was going to be involved with that. Jennifer was going to be the supervisor rather than the social worker. But when the mother would see them, the mother would see them with the social worker.
Right, but I like that other foster mom. I mean, I don't know. I would just be like, first of all, like a child that's almost 3, they probably could tell, what happened. Like you get something out of them, right? That they'd be scared.
Well,
like, wouldn't they be scared to go back with this lady?
An abused child is not going to say what happened. Trust me, I know this.
Yeah, okay. I'm just thinking that she could say something but wouldn't the foster mom be like, wait, I can't send these kids back?
Yeah, and they took her away, and they and the social worker took the kids out of her home and put them in another foster home.
Wow.
Until the transition took place. And none of the rules were followed because, Jennifer was friends with the DA.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they said that if they'd have known, I guess there's a rule that a foster child can't foster a child. So if the proper background check was done, she wouldn't even been allowed to foster the children. Now,
So
I don't know
somebody that
why
was a
that's
foster
true,
child
because I don't think
can't be
all
a foster mom?
foster children are bad.
No. So is that just a Georgia rule?
I guess it's a Georgia rule. I don't know about New York because I never knew anyone that
Yeah, I don't know.
fostered
So
children that
was a foster
or that
child?
was a foster child that became a foster.
I don't know. Anybody know anything about that rule? I can't understand how they didn't know a foster parent's maiden name. You have to look it up. Thanks. That's not a rule in Illinois, Deborah said. And the birth mother didn't get to see Layla the last month or so because Jennifer said the girl was sick each visit.
Yeah, she would message her on Facebook. She would send her a picture of the kid smiling, saying, oh, she's really sick, she's got a fever or something, and I took her to the doctor, so she can't visit today. And that's why the mother started recording the calls, because she got suspicious.
Okay, and then Two Scooters said, I only heard it today. No fostering if you were a foster kid.
Yeah, I never knew, I never, like I said, this was the first I'm hearing it, but of course I've never.
That is weird. I've never heard it. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, it doesn't make sense to think that maybe they'd be even better, right? Because I don't know. That's weird. Anyone have any other insight on that? I wonder if it's just as the abuse.
Did anyone see the trial today? Because I thought the doctor's remark was really, really good. Or was that? No, that was yesterday. When the defense attorney was attacking him about his prices, he said, "I don't discuss my prices with my patients. That's something the billing department does." And she threw this list in his face and said, "Isn't this on your wall?" And he said, "Yeah." And he got off the stand, and the defense attorney called him back. And he got back on the stand, and she threw this piece of paper in his face and said, "Isn't this on your wall? And don't those insurances cover it?" And he said, "Yeah, and it's Medicaid." And well, he got to sneak out a comment because somebody said something, and he goes, "I don't even know where this question is going, because nothing on that list was needed to treat this child." And the defense lady was pissed.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm looking
But
at Jessica.
I think she was getting $32,000 a child. I don't know.
32,000.
I think in the foster care system you get $32,000 a child. And they pay in Medicare, or Medicaid pays for, all their stuff, and if they do go to daycare, somebody pays for it. It's just all messed up. I don't know.
Wow.
It's just sad. It's just too many kids are dying in this world, and I can't handle it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's way messed up. Oh, I think there may have been something more to it than possibly Jennifer's behavior or something. I'm hoping to hear about her life in foster care. You're a foster mother, Jessica, and you don't get all that money. Okay, let's see what's this.
I'm not accusing anybody of being a foster mother because of the money.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
saying that,
No,
that
I
in
didn't
this
think you
case,
did.
that may have been a factor.
I think it's more of there's got to be some kind of revenge thing. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. And she had it out for this one little, Carolyn, you've got it. I'll send you I sent it to Casbot.
You like her better
Didn't
than
I, Casbot? I sent you the introduction to this trial.
favoritism.
I don't know. I don't get it. Because Millie's the one that lied, so why she favored Layla, I don't know. I mean, and that's what's going to hurt the defense, because she keeps calling this child a liar. This little girl. She keeps calling her a liar.
And what does she say that she's lying about?
She just says wasn't she didn't everybody complain she made up stories? Because she's trying to say this kid is making everything up.
Oh, so what is Millie saying? What is she exactly saying?
Well, see, they were told not to. Like the adoptive mother doesn't want to talk to her about what happened,
Right.
and doesn't want to press her. But every once in a while, the child will say something. And that was like, she said, why don't you want mashed potatoes? Don't you like potatoes?
Okay.
And I guess she said this to her grandmother too, and she said, and that's when she said, well, I got sick on them and I had to, I'm not going to go there again. But you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I noticed that Jessica's putting up some inspirational affirmations. Am I wrong, Jessica? Are you putting, I just see these inspirational affirmations going up there. She would say she had brushed her teeth and her toothbrush would be dry. Big deal, Kathy says. Yeah, a lot of kids lie about brushing their teeth, right?
Yeah, and that's what the grandmother said. Oh, yeah. So every once in a while I asked her if she brushed her teeth, and she said yes, but the toothbrush wasn't wet, so I knew she didn't.
They said that in the Uncle Buck movie, too. But yeah, I mean, come on. A lot of kids tell you that. They'll try to get away with that. Yeah, I brushed my teeth. Yeah, sure. Oh, you're going to the bus? Okay, Casbah. And how old is Millie now? She's 7, right? 7, Dad TV.
Yeah, I think she's either 7 or 8. I think 7.
Did they show you her? Did she take the stand?
She took the stand, but they did not show you her. She's the only witness you couldn't see. But I could hear her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, you could tell she was petrified because she could see Jennifer and her husband.
Oh, yeah.
And they stared at her the whole time she was testifying.
Hmm. And neither of them admit to anything, not even hitting the kids?
Nope. Not even hitting them. And the defense attorney was kind of screaming at the pediatrician, well, isn't it possible that these bruises could be from falling down a ladder at the playground? And
Sure.
he said, no, those are abuse bruises.
Who's the
Falling
one that
down
testified?
a ladder at the playground, they would not look like that.
Who's the one that said that if they fell asleep in the car that they beat the kids?
Millie.
Oh, Millie did. Okay.
Because I guess somebody asked, well, why would you get hit? And she said, well,
If we fell
just for
asleep in the
stuff,
car.
just for doing stuff.
Mhm.
And, she's in counseling.
And most kids wouldn't even remember. They could block it out, or if she was only 3, 4, and then she was taken away, she might block it out. No,
I have to disagree with you on that.
you don't think she'd block it out?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, they said.
No, I have to agree with you on that.
And so they're not on first-degree murder, right? So there's no death penalty at all, right?
No, there's no death penalty. But it's definitely a fast, it isn't, it isn't being dragged on. You're not staring at a clock. They're not taking 4-hour breaks. And
Hank.
And when the judge calls them to the bench, it's less than, it's like a 2-minute, and you can usually Well, any discrepancies are discussed before the jury comes in, but you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But when he calls them over to the bench, because every once in a while he'll call them over, and it's only like for like 2 minutes. It's not, the jury isn't taken out of the courtroom or anything like that. I think who's watching this trial?
Quite a few
Anybody?
people. It has to be Kathy in Texas, I know is, and I think Dana, because they've been commenting. And who else is watching?
I'm paying as close attention as I can to it, but sometimes it's hard to hear. Does anyone know what happened to the juror that got accused of falling asleep?
Anybody know what happened to the juror that was accused of falling asleep? Jessica watched a little bit on and off. So Cora Girl's watching. I'm going to start watching tomorrow, Tessa.
Because I know he denied it.
I've been watching it too, Jenny Jo said. Just started, though. Denise said she is. Kathy missed that about the juror. No Time's talking to Great Aunt Shmita. Mary said, I'm going to watch it now. So you got a lot of people going to watch it now. I need you to see this trial and hear your view. Millie said she'd be spanked for falling asleep in the car, but I think she's blocking a lot of trauma. I'll check it out tomorrow, Ariel Mama. Charlene told me about it a couple of days ago. Jessica said, okay. Great Aunt Shmita's, okay, no. You just saw it, Deborah, once, okay. You honestly never heard of this case until tonight, Lisa H. says. He denied falling asleep, Dana said, even though everyone saw him sleeping. So do you know what they did about him, Dana?
Well, the judge had a discussion about it, and he brought the juror out and asked him, and the juror denied it. But then I think a couple of days later, he asked to be dismissed because of a hardship or something, and he discussed it with the attorneys in front of camera without the jurors present, and he said, well, what do you want me to do? And they both gave their side, and I didn't think he was going to let him get off, but I wasn't sure because it's hard to hear. I'm outside, I'm in flowers,
right? Smashing rocks sometimes. But yeah. They're going to have him stay because they don't want to cause a ripple effect, Denise said.
I do know that both the defense and the prosecution had to agree on whatever happened.
Wow, sounds like me and my husband are moving as soon as we can to sell the condo and move to a less costly area in California. Oh, Teresa's saying, okay. You started watching a few days ago, but today you watched most of it. Okay, and Cowgirl said she's watched the first 3 days, but needs to catch up. Okay, well, I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in now.
I'll send you the... You never read my email, so don't anyone in the chat feel like you're being discriminated
You're
against.
not. See, you're not. If you think like, oh, wow, because, she's definitely reading Charlene's emails. I'm bad with emails, terrible with emails. I really am. I apologize. It's just, I am. I have so many emails, and it's like, and then if I see an email, I'm like, I'll get to this later. Then just don't feel discriminated against. See, Charlene's telling you. It just happens.
Right. Like when I heard your comment today about, well, why didn't you know about the Utica man? And I thought, well, I stopped telling you things because you never read my damn emails.
I know.
But
That's
it's
terrible.
less than, it's a clip.
You knew about the Utica man?
No, I didn't. There's too many murders. I can't keep,
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
I should have. It's only 50 miles away.
Right, I know. It's got to be this up by the casino, right? That other casino? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that still open?
It is.
It is. Okay. What is that, Turning Stone?
I never go there, though.
it's Turning Stone, right? Is that the name of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. But I never go there.
Yeah. You have one by, is there one by you? Or is that the closest one?
There is another one by me. I'm trying to think of the name. I went there once. DeLarco? Something like that.
Never heard that, no. Never.
And they're always sending me emails, but no, I was there once. It's not that I didn't like it. I was on a date, and well, I'm not going to go there. But
Okay.
he didn't interest me.
No, you guys went to a casino on your first date?
Not on our first date. No.
Oh, so he interested you?
No, I usually give the guy 3 or 4 chances.
Mm-hmm.
And if the chemistry just isn't there, it just isn't there. And
It's bad when it's not, like, when it's just like they're a nice guy, but it's just like, you're not looking to be friends, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, the guy's nice, but he's just not your type, right? Something like that. Like,
yeah,
he's not a
and
psychopath or
try,
anything. He's just like not your type.
Yeah, he's just not my type. There's nothing wrong with him. I mean, my daughter says, Mom, you're old. You're an old lady. You can't be picky. Like,
Nice.
well, my answer to her is, she's like, you just need to suck it up, and you realize that this is what you're going to get. And my answer is, then I'd rather be alone.
Right.
Because if somebody doesn't do something for me,
Mm-hmm.
then I'd rather be alone.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to be, so your daughter's like, oh, just like, it's not going to be perfect, just settle, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think there's perfect, but I mean, you got to get somewhere a little bit that you feel some kind of attraction, you know what I mean?
Right. There has to be something. And
right. Unless you're looking for a roommate, like maybe some people, I bet you there are some people that are like, I'm good. Like, I just need someone to help around in the house and stuff, I don't know. I mean, different strokes for different folks, but, I don't know.
And see, I could have had that. Believe
Mm-hmm.
me, I passed a plumber up. I passed an electric. I could have had that. I'm not that type of person.
You could have had lights all in those in and out of those gardens.
I could have had a lot of work done around my house if I
just strung them along a little bit, right?
But I'm just not that type of person.
Right. Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, you're very pretty, so I mean, you'll either find somebody you like, or you don't have to settle, I don't think.
Well, I'm cautious because of my past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So.
And sometimes I think I'm too cautious, and that's maybe why I'll give them 3 or 4 tries.
Mm-hmm.
But if I ain't feeling butterflies,
Right. Yeah.
then
right. Yeah. It's Dad TV. Let's go. 1, you need 4. Hold your. What's going on? Oh, she's talking. You passed on a mortician. You go, girl. That could be a passer. It might not be such a bad thing. The mortician. We heard about the mortician last night that was with the podiatrist, and she was hiring a hitman. So that didn't work out very well. Coffee is as important as oxygen to you in the morning, huh, Dad TV? For a lot of people, right? Okay, Carolyn, I could be your email, Biatch. You couldn't, Kelly. Did our other guy get his email? Did Chris get the email? Because I sent the thing to Chris. Chris, did you get it?
Who's Chris?
Someone that wanted to come on and talk about another case. I don't even know which one. But I sent the Sent a number.
Oh, okay. I'll shut up now and hang up.
Oh, no, you don't have to shut up.
I'm sorry.
No, not at all, because I don't, he or she didn't even, I shouldn't say he, because Chris could be a guy or a girl. They didn't respond yet. And let me see. I don't know. Chris Spencer, did you get the email? I hope this is not going to go the way of Joanne. I just sent it to you again. I don't know. Let's see. What is Deborah? Deborah said, listening to the woman, meaning you, Charlene, explaining the death of a foster child, sometime I'd like to tell you what I'm going through now as a foster parent. Sure, Deborah. Deborah, wait, you're the one, are you in Australia? I think so, right?
Oh, thank you, Casbah. Thank you, Jessica.
Diane, I don't have that. Let me see, I'll do a search and see if I have that.
But anyway, I will send you what I sent Casbah. It's less than 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. I will.
Thank you, Sharon.
All right. Thanks for coming on and talking about the case. Now I will look at it. Maybe that's what we should do instead of sending like an email when there's another case. You should just come on and talk about
Dad
it.
TV.
You know, and then you got a lot of other people in it too. So maybe that's what we should do. You know, when every time there's another case.
Okay, and I did send you the case about my girlfriend that was murdered 40-something years ago.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that, right? Yeah, you did.
And this is what I mean.
Yeah,
So,
see, it's bad. And
it
that's
was the first thing I said to myself when I said, "Oh yeah, you didn't get the Utica. You're questioning about the Utica. We haven't even discussed."
But I'm an equal opportunity email. It's not that I ignore them. Even Jimmy will say, "My sister, you should talk to my sister. If you think I'm kidding, my sister goes like this. Did you get my text?" I go, "No." She goes, "Did you get my email?" She goes, "What do you even have email for? You didn't even listen. I could be dead." You know, I'm just like, well, then pick up the phone and call me. That's what I tell her. I tell her if it was that important, you'd pick up the phone and call me. But my sister is a texter, and it drives me crazy because I don't look at the text on my phone a lot of the time. And so I'll tell her, email me, and then she emails me at another account that I hardly check as much as I used to. So then she'll be all crazy. She was tonight, saying, you know, you're not getting my emails, you're not getting my texts. So that's my sister, folks, and I'm okay. So everybody's in the same boat. I'm terrible with that stuff. If it's really important, it's like call me or something. But yeah, you should just come on and discuss the case. I'd like to hear about your girlfriend for you to tell us about that. You know, so.
I'm going to say one more thing. My daughter, Beth.
Right.
The one that lives in Long Island.
Yeah.
She'll call me and say, "What are you doing?" And I'll say, "Oh, just, gardening or whatever." And she says, "You need to get a life, Mom." And then if I'm not home, she'll call me and say, or she'll text me and say, "You haven't answered your phone all week." WTF. So either if I answer my phone, I don't have a life.
Right,
I
and
need
if you
to
don't,
get a life.
right, yeah, and then if you're like that's like, I understand that one. That's even if you're like, not even if you're just single. Like my kids will do that too. Like they'll just call me. Like my son the other night when I'm like, I'm on a live right now. He didn't see why I couldn't just go out to the car and get something. And I'm just like, call Jimmy. He'll go down. Oh, okay. And he's like, I'm just like, wow, okay. So, yeah. I called him back the other day and he's like, yeah, it's all right. I'm like, did you know I was like on live? Yeah, I just thought you could go out to the car.
Now, are you still doing show and tells on weekends, or is
Yeah.
that too boring?
Yeah, no, it's not too boring. You know what it is? The last compilation video that I'm trying to make, I'm going to try it again. Someone's picture in there, and I don't know what, I have to figure it out. I'm going to try it again. I put the whole thing together, put the music on, and I go to create the video, and it's like, there's an error in here. So I'm going to start doing process of, I know what I'm going to do this time. Every time I add someone's photos, then I'm going to go click, to make the video. If it tells me everything's all right, then I'll add the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. As soon as I get caught up with that, so by this weekend, we'll be able to have show and tell again. Today's Thursday, right? I'm totally lost on the days of the week. Even though my kids
No,
are...
today's not. Now it's Thursday.
Now it's Thursday,
okay,
right?
you scared
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, it's Thursday now. And oh wait, I had to say something important about today. Oh yeah, it was. You guys saw that it was hopefully Celeste's birthday yesterday, the 17th. I put the community post up. Hopefully you got to see that and say a prayer for the Rusaks with it going through that. And that's Cece's first.
Team Phoenix made a beautiful tribute on that.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it yet. Well, okay, but so
Well, I promise what I'll do is I'll make a video. I'll go around my whole house.
Okay.
And hit every garden, explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be no music in the background. But I don't understand why you had a problem with my radio. Because it was a radio station.
Yeah, but you never know what I'm telling you. Have no idea and you never know what it's going to be. It could be like it's nothing, and then it could be it's something. Like somebody was freaking me out the one day. Like Ollie's, I did a voiceover because there was a freaking radio in the background. So I'm like, oh, I'm not taking that chance. I'm doing a voiceover. But you can do music if you want. Just go to the YouTube. If you go to the audio library, you can take anything that they say is, okay. They have a whole library. You can download like a song, or that's how I put the music in there, and it's all fine. It's just that even if you own the music, because that's another thing. Even if you own it and you put I own this music. They'll say that's what they want proof of, but then when you do that, then they want more proof, and they keep holding. They just make life a mess. But I don't know. I mean, if you have the video and you need me to help you find music, that I can find it show you where it is on YouTube. They have a lot of nice music.
Thank you, Dad TV.
On YouTube. And then there was, and I wanted to make one other announcement. Before we got on, I checked since Friday. Okay, so it's not even a week. Friday, I just checked the subscribers. We're up 182. So we're almost at 19,000. So we're going to be having a party soon. And that's going to be a pajama party, Sheila said.
Promises.
No, we haven't
hit.
No. So Sheila said it was going to be a pajama party. So, pajamas. Right? Okay.
Well, it's 2:35 a.m., so...
Yeah, you better... You're
No, I mean, I'm usually in my pajamas when you're out.
You are, right. You are nice in your pajamas. But yeah, you usually don't... you go to bed a little earlier than a lot of us, right?
Well, I'm a normal person.
But no, wouldn't it be funny if that AMSR we started seeing where's so-and-so? I don't know. He started listening to it. We have 333 viewers. That's my number, 333. But, they say it's all those rain videos Carolyn's making. The insomniacs are sleeping. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't that be weird if that happened? Where's Great Aunt Shmita and No Time and Tanya and they're all asleep because they're watching that rain video. Though Barbara told me the rain video just made her think of things. She couldn't sleep. She wanted to get some more sleep, so she put on the rain video, and she says it might work for some, but she just thought of things. She had to get up. Carolyn, please. Oh, Charlene, a garden party? Oh, Charlene could go out at night. If she had the electrician, she could, because he would have had her all hooked up with a lot of outdoor lighting.
Yeah. I passed up a plumber, and then, I had I knew I had plumbing work to do, but like I said, I'm not that.
You could have.
I won't take it. I won't. I've gone with carpet. I knew I could have. I could have had my whole basement refinished.
Did you ever hang on a little longer to someone like that just because you needed them to finish something?
I would never do that.
No.
Never. Never.
Never. Yeah, I want to get rid of him, but he really didn't finish the garage sheetrocking.
No, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
I don't take advantage of anybody.
Right. No, I'm just teasing you. Miss Coeli said you sound like her, I think. The flipping pages put you to sleep, Lisa? And Miss Coeli said the video put her to sleep. Well, you is good people, Charlene, J. Bell said.
Thanks, J. Bell. All right, well, I'll let
All right. I don't know where Chris is, but okay. But I appreciated talking to you. It was fun. And from now on, just bring the cases here at night, and you'll probably get a lot more attention than the emails. And then you'll get a whole bunch of other people interested, too.
Love you, too, Lisa. I don't know if I'm seeing things on a delay, but...
Yeah, no, that's what I'm seeing it, too. She just said, love you, sweet lady. Are those lips or hearts? I don't know. Lips? Hearts? Shoes?
Hearts.
Hearts? They look like they're cut off. Oh, I see. They're double hearts. I got it.
Love to you all. I'll be in the chat soon.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Charlene.
All righty.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad. Take care, Charlene. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Charlene. Buzzkill. Take care, Charlene. Continue being awesome. Okay, so is Chris in the chat there? Chris, I sent it 2 times. Did you get it? I sent it right in response to you 2 times the number. Are you having trouble calling in, or were you waiting for Charlene? I don't know. Let me know. Then let's see if Chris is here, and I apologize. Name like Chris could be guy or girl, so I don't know if I misspoke and said he or she. I'm sorry. While we're waiting, see, I got prepared. I have the germophobia book. I don't know. Let me just see if they have little tiny little tidbits of germophobia. So they have the man with the 160-pound scrotum, a shot in the dark, my throat is on fire. You want to read my throat is on fire? We've all had a cold, the flu, or strep throat, all of which can leave our throats feeling raw and burning, but that's not literally true, merely an approximation of how bad the pain feels. This is not what happened to Becky Anderson. In February 2012, the 55-year-old checked into Central Washington Hospital for an elective surgery, laser removal of non-dangerous but annoying polyps from her larynx. When she was under anesthesia, however, her breathing tube ruptured. Oh my gosh. And then it improbably burst into flames. Oh my gosh. It instantly and literally burned Anderson's throat. She had to have several more surgeries to correct the damage done by the accident. And in the middle of what would ultimately be a 3-month hospital stay to treat her rare case of internal burns, she decided to sue her doctors and Central Washington Hospital. Anderson was awarded $30 million from the medical facilities and her doctors. Another lawsuit was dismissed against medical device manufacturer Medtronic, maker of the air tube. Anderson's lawyers argued that the machine lacked fail-safes to prevent the oxygen from exploding. Although Anderson and the jury put most of the blame on her doctors, who did not use regular air in her breathing tube, but pure oxygen, which is far more flammable. Wow. That's terrible. Chris, did we hear from Chris yet? Chris Spencer, paging Chris Spencer. Please check your email. My video might be paused. What's happening? Charlene left. No, Charlene left. Charlene's closed and reopened. Charlene's what? Oh, Charlene can't find the video? Oh, read about the 160-pound scrotum? Okay. Chris, please come to the phone. Okay, let's see what this one is. Having big cojones is a good thing only in the metaphorical sense. Cojones, right? To literally have extremely large testicles is a serious medical problem, okay? That few men would have the metaphorical cojones to handle. Such was life for Las Vegas resident Wesley Warren Jr., who made national headlines in 2008 when an accidental trauma to his testicles caused his scrotum to swell to the size of a soccer ball. He must have had to wear a kilt or something in there, right? To the hospital. Eventually, his scrotum, growing at a rate of 3 pounds per month, exceeded 160 pounds. Doctors told Warren they could help him, but only for a price that would make his grossly enlarged scrotum seem tiny in comparison. So as anyone with a highly visible medical problem would do, he turned to Howard Stern for help. But even going on Stern's show didn't help raise enough money for his corrective surgery. Warren also turned down an offer from Dr. Oz to perform the surgery for free. I wonder why. Finally, in April 2013, Warren was successfully operated on by a team of 4 surgeons. His story was made into a documentary film shown the world over, which is just nuts. Chris, did you get the number? I sent you the number twice. Do you know how to call in? Can you check your email? I replied right back to your email. What's going on with Chris? You've got 2 emails, Chris. Isn't Charles a cardiologist? Oh, Chris. Can you make your way to the phone, Chris? Or to the website. You can click on the website, Chris. Chris Spencer? That really made you laugh? Okay. Let's see what we have. Chris, please. You have 2 emails. Swifty's in the room. Good morning, Swifty. Oh, there's bad news, good news in these. Look, they're like little jokes. It says, it may seem like a cliche, but sometimes the doctor really does have good news to offset the bad. The bad news, you've got herpes. The good news, the herpes virus has been shown to be effective in treating several forms of cancer, including an aggressive form of breast cancer that is otherwise resistant to hormone therapies. The bad news, you still have herpes. The good news, herpes has been shown to protect against bubonic plague. The bad news, due to a history of bronchitis or living for a long period at a high altitude, you developed secondary polycythemia. The consistent lack of oxygen in the body leads to overproduction of red blood cells, and that means overly thick blood, which can cause blood clots and strokes. So now that's interesting. Are the people in Colorado living at that high altitude more prone to strokes? The good news, all that extra oxygen makes you feel great because it increases your energy and your physical stamina. Chris Spencer said he can't find the email. Okay, Chris, you got it twice. I sent it to you. Here's what I'm going to do this time, Chris. I'm going to use a liaison, okay, so that we know what's going on here. I'm going to send, Jessica, I'm just going to copy you on this, and I just want you to send from your email to Chris this number that I'm sending to him, because I don't understand why people are not getting the numbers that I'm sending them. Is that okay, Jessica? I can't see you, so I'm just taking that as a yes. Okay, let me go in there. I'm just going to forward this to you. Then you can just forward this to Chris, right? We're all on the same page? Okay. I'm going to do this again. And I'm just gonna put you on here, Jessica, and then you can just get doubly, you're gonna get it, so it's gonna show that it went through, and then you're just going to send it on to him. Or her. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry, but the name Chris, I apologize. I don't know if I'm misspeaking. I'm sorry. Okay, but now I'm just sent it to the both of you. So Jessica, you should get it, and then just forward it on again to Chris, because I don't know why the last two haven't not gone through. And in the meantime, I will just come back to the chat. Hey, Jaxie Jax. It's not in the spam. Well, Jessica's going to get it, and she's gonna figure this out. Passing the book. I'm starting to get a complex. Okay, the bad news is you got circumcised. The good news is... Okay. So Chris, you got it, and you're forwarding it on to Chris. Okay, Chris, and this is two people going to forward this on to you. So if you didn't get it from me, it's coming through from Jessica, okay? Good. Did you get it, Chris? Send again, please, all small letters. Well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't use big letters or small letters. That doesn't change anything. Oh, Joanne, I have a few here, just in case I need them. Don't make me get them out now. Okay, the bad news is you got circumcised. The good news, baby foreskins can be ground up into an ingestible powder, which is used to treat ulcers. Used whole foreskins can be made into skin grafts for burn victims. Mazel tov. The bad news, you've got hookworms. The good news, research show that hookworms can alleviate or even completely eliminate allergies. The bad news is you've been exposed to tuberculosis. Okay, you have tuberculosis. The good news is you're at a reduced risk of developing asthma, so you can breathe easy and focus on the fact that you probably have tuberculosis. It's crazy stuff. Did you know James is the patron saint of arthritis? The saint was one of Jesus' 12 apostles. While being led to his own execution, legend is that James passed an impoverished man crippled by extreme arthritis and cured him with a simple touch of the hand. Chris, anything? Oh, I'm reading germophobia. I showed you this in the hall from Ollie's. It's called germophobia. Chris? Chris Spencer. Check your email, Chris. Refresh, refresh, refresh. You sent your email. You may have sent it wrong. Did you? Okay, let me see. That could possibly be the problem. But you sent me an email, Chris, right? Okay, did you send it again and we'll see what happens here. I don't have anything from you yet. What's that? Chris? I don't have any other email from you. Thank you, Diane Long. Okay. Do we have Chris? Chris. Where are you, Chris? What was Chris's email? You're at Yahoo, right? Not Gmail, right? Do you have 2 S's in your email? Because I have 2 S's in your email. I don't have anything yet, Chris. You'd never be a contestant on The Price is Right because they call you. You got to come right on down. Let's see. Nothing yet. I'm gonna keep looking at the email. I'll see if it comes in. Chris? Do you have an alternate email that we could maybe use? Nothing still from Chris. Chris, still have nothing. Typhoid Mary, let's read that, because I always say that when someone comes in, like when I used to work in the office and someone came in really sick, I'm like, don't go buy Typhoid Mary. What is going, nothing, Chris. Let me go back to the chat. Is Chris having an issue? Chris, we're having an issue? Uh-oh. Chris is a girl. Okay, that's good to know. Chris, are you having an issue? I'm going to need to mute the next reading. Typhoid Mary? Why? No? You don't even know what it's about, though. Whether you're the first man to set foot on the moon, to cross the finish line in the 100-meter dash at the Olympics, or to make a comment on an internet article, it's great to be first. Yes, it's a thrill to call out first, except maybe if you're the first asymptomatic carrier of the pathogen associated with typhoid fever. Mary Mallon was an Irish immigrant who worked as a cook in New York City in the early 20th century. It's believed that she contracted the disease in one of the many family homes she worked in, but she was an asymptomatic carrier, meaning that she showed no signs of the deadly disease while unknowingly spreading it to others. The New York City Health Department eventually tracked her down and locked her away in an involuntary quarantine. Typhoid Mary, as she was called by the media, would admit to the police that she rarely washed her hands before cooking food. Mallon was eventually released under orders that she would not work as a cook, but she soon returned to her old occupation because it was the only thing that she knew. That job was at the Sloan Hospital for Women, and after a serious outbreak there in 1915, health officials once again quarantined Mallon, where she stayed for the final 23 years of her life. And that's the story of Typhoid Mary. How many people knew that? I never knew that. I just knew Typhoid Mary. I didn't even realize it was a real person. And where is Chris? Chris, where are you? Chris? Anything, Chris? While we're waiting for Chris, I think I have to change, I think I forgot to change the, I forgot to go in and change the stupid live stream title. I'll do that now. What? No, it's not Watts, it's Ray C. That's probably why we don't have a lot of people in here, because they're like, who the heck is Ray C? I don't know. What's Watts? No, it's not Watts, it's Ray. There was no delay there, that was neat. Okay. Okay, so what did we talk about today? The Rosenbaum? And we don't know what Chris was going to talk about. I'm going to put the description in while I'm waiting for Chris, because special caller, you see, Charlene? I'm making it up to you for the emails that I missed. Special caller, Charlene. Takes us through the Rosenbaum case. Oh, there we go. Hi, Chris.
It took me long enough.
It's okay, and I know you're a woman now, so we're all good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was this woman, Connie Ray, 61. She had reported her friend missing on July the 9th. And so they found her body today, found the remains today. So she went back and changed it that she had to bury this woman to keep people from knowing that she had died from an overdose, which sounds really strange. And she's been accused of abuse of corpse, tampering with evidence, and false reporting. The first thing she did was, call it in that the friend had, disappeared. And then, anyway, like I said, she changed her mind after they sent out search parties, and they said that she walked into her house and found this person dead. So she had to bury her to hide the fact that she had died of a drug overdose.
And what state was this?
It's in Coffee County, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
And if you, look it up, pull it up, it'll pull up a newspaper article. And it'll tell you a lot more than I'm telling, I'm sure. But it's real strange, odd, why she had to bury her, because to keep people from knowing she died of a drug overdose.
So how long ago did she die as opposed to when she was found? How much time elapsed?
She reported her missing on July the 9th,
July
and they
the
found
9th.
the remains today.
And I'm sorry, because you went really fast in the beginning. This was the woman that reported her. Was she any relation to the person that?
No relation.
No.
And she was 61-year-old.
The woman that overdosed was?
No, the woman that
the woman that buried her.
Suppose killed her. Yeah.
Okay, so and how old was the woman that was killed or overdosed?
They don't know. She's at the medical examiner's now. Her remains. So that's all we know right now until they examine her and find out really what killed her. And and it's about 40 miles from me. But we have a lot of missing people show up around that end up corpses that people's found. We've had several.
Oh, you've had several things like this happen?
Oh, yeah. We've had one girl, she was in her 20s, a nursing student, and somebody had advertised that they needed somebody to sit with an elderly person and give their address, and when she got there were two men in there. Well, several days later, they found her body off the side of the road, and of course, they had beat her, killed her, raped her, and they thought that they would get rid of their DNA by lighting up a tampon and sticking up in her, which was stupid. That's not going to get rid of your DNA.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And then we had another lady that she went missing, and they thought they got clues that she was buried in a pond not far from me. I mean, her body was in the pond. But they went in diving and all, and they could not find any remains of her. So nothing's ever come of that one yet as to who done it.
Oh, wow.
But they didn't find her remains. And then just right up I live in a strange place. Right up the street from me, there's an old cemetery. And this guy, he was in his 30s, early 30s. He went to missing. And they finally found him in this old cemetery. And he was beat to death with a hammer to the head. Supposedly, he was involved with the Aryan brothers.
Oh, is that white supremacy, right?
Right, and he wanted to get out of it. And I guess that's a no-no.
It might be like the mob. Is it like the mob, maybe, that you don't get out of it? You only get out of it feet first, they say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got him.
I don't know.
And put him in prison. So this goes on quite often around here.
No, they did.
But we're a small town, and I guess they bring them here and dump them,
That's kind of sad. Like, you don't want to go for a walk in the woods or something there because you never know what you'll find, right?
No, yeah, I don't like to go walking by myself. There's three or four people walk together, but no way. I'd walk by myself. I was going out this road that I used to walk out this road to that old cemetery. I don't walk out there no more.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd skip that. Just go with a partner.
Right.
Buddy system.
Yeah.
It's always good, right? Swifty,
Right.
I don't have anything from you unless it's from last night.
You mean an email? I seen when I was going through all that, it had failed to go.
Oh, it had?
Yeah. So I've had a hard time. I've never done this, and I'm not one to do this.
Well,
I have
You're
panic
fine.
disorder, anxiety, and I get real tore up.
Oh, a lot of people have anxiety in here, so I mean, you did pretty
So
good. You did
I
once
psyched
you got
myself
it,
up.
you did pretty good. You got in
You know,
here.
but I want to say hi to you and all the other ramblers. I enjoy this chat group. I don't look at any other chat groups, just y'all's. And I really enjoy it. I stay in the background a lot. I don't have a lot to say, but
Well,
I'm trying to get
now
over
we know
that.
you're a lady, and you can you should come out and tell us some more stories. If there's a lot of this happening in your town, you probably can come on and call a lot about something, right? Hey,
Yes,
there's another
yes.
one in my town.
There's another another murder.
And they'll be like, "Oh, I think you should get out of there." They'll be fundraising to get you out of there, or saying like, "Chris, you better get out of there. It sounds bad. I
I've
don't like
lived
you
here
there."
for 40 something. I've lived here for 40 some odd years.
Yeah, you're good with
I'll
that.
just have to die here.
Oh boy, hopefully not any way that you're finding things happening. Yeah, right. Oh my
I
goodness.
know. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's scary
Yeah.
to think about.
Sounds it. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. The 61-year-old lady.
Yeah.
You'd think she'd be nice having people over for tea and stuff, but not so much.
But one day I'm going to call in and talk about my great grandfather that was a serial killer.
Oh boy.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
call.
That'll be another call.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like Joanne.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
always
have-
another video if you watch Jo. Yeah, so that'll be another video.
Yeah, that'll be another one. Because I got to get all my stuff in order because he died in 1959. I only seen him one time in my life, but
wow.
he was a very, very vicious man.
Wow. In what state?
He got
In Tennessee?
here in Tennessee,
Tennessee?
yes, but he went. Yes,
Hmm.
it's in Cowan. Well, it's in Cowan, Tennessee. All my family's originally from Sewanee, but my mom and her family moved down here, and so he worked as a foreman on this road in Cowan that goes up to Sewanee, and he buried 7 men under the highway when they built it.
Wow.
So there's 7 men under there plus all the other people they killed.
Did he only kill
But
men?
Huh?
Did he only kill men?
No,
Oh,
he killed
no.
men and women. Never bothered his child, but he killed men and women. He stomped one of his wives. They've been married 2 weeks. Stomped her head in, him and his girlfriend. Very vicious man, and I've got to get my stuff together and then get myself calmed down after
Yeah,
tonight, and then I'll call back in and tell you all about him.
Yeah, Lisa H. is counting down the days. She says she's already very excited to hear the story. Can't wait.
Well, like I said, let me get all my facts in order, and then I'll call back in one night and tell y'all all about him.
All right, good, because we like facts. So yeah, you get it all in order and tell me when you're ready.
Okay, I'll
right.
do it.
And at least you went through the dry run. You know how to call in now. I'll just send you the number next time, and you should be all right on it, right?
Right, I'll be
Okay.
ready.
Good. All right. Well, it was good to talk to
y'all.
you. It was good. I
You
was
too.
getting scared, but it's good. All right. Very good. And have a good night.
Y'all too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Simon, what's the deal? You calling in or what? Because I don't have an email from you. And if Simon, I don't have anything. Deborah, if you want to, I don't know, you want to call in? If Simon's, I don't know what's going on. I could send you the number if you're still here. We'll see what happens. And so glad Chris got in there. And now Joanne sending. What is this? You need some moonlight. All right, let's look at, while we're waiting, we can look at Joanne. Needs some moonlight. I don't know what this is about. Okay, hold on, let me move it over. Oh no, I don't move it over. Hold on.
Crime.
Hold on a minute. It's a short video. Let me see here. How do I go on? I want to go get it on YouTube. Wait a second. Where's my little thing, like watch it on YouTube? Joanne, how come I'm not seeing that? Where's my little thing, Joanne? Usually I have, okay, I'm just going to move it over because I don't have the little thing. Maybe I already have it on. I don't know. Let me see if it works now.
We need our true crime. True crime is best at night. Let's get the flashlight going. All right, where's she taking us? I don't know. All right, there's a step. Be careful, be careful. Schmieda's always careful.
Is it supposed to be dark? Oh, yeah.
All right, where are we going? Going outside.
Going out at
outside
night?
in the dark.
In the dark.
Why?
I don't know.
We're making something for the true crime people.
Okay.
All right. Do you know what you're doing?
No.
Oh, she's got a light on. All right. I think there's a moon. There's the moon.
Small.
I see the moon. The moon
Moon sees me. Geez, what is it?
love the moon,
I
and
love the
the
moon.
moon
The moon loves
smiles
me.
back
I
at
love the
me.
moon. A lot of people change that when they go, Grandma loves the moon. No.
What's this? I
The
think
moon
this is
sees
some
me.
evidence.
I can't remember that. Grandma
Oh
loves
my
the moon.
God, what has she
no.
got here?
I see the. I love the moon and
Woman's
Grandma loves
best
me.
friend.
Oh, that's not
Keep
good.
it in your car. Keep it by your door.
Oh, you use that for self-defense?
Somebody, some dangerous stranger, or just some guy you went out on a date with.
Charlene.
You just spray some of this in his eyes and get
Charlie
the heck
would never
away
do
from
that.
him. Just spray it near his face. Just let
No.
him breathe it. Just get him. Just get away. Live another day.
Yeah, get away, live another day.
Got some duct tape. That's pretty spooky. You don't want to ever get in a car and see duct tape. Or one of these.
Oh, a utility
box
knife.
cutter. It looks kind of spooky out here at night in the moonlight, but it's okay.
Black
It's
Friday
just
shopping, you
in
can
the
use
cut
those.
open
They give them
boxes
out
when
for
you
free
got
in some of the
arthritis.
stores.
Don't get scared. It's not a trigger. You got the mask. That was for the pool, right? We're gonna sweep the pool.
Oh,
yeah, we're
yeah?
gonna
You
sweep
need a mask?
the pool.
That one you could just like
Like
power wash
Mommy.
that baby out.
Sweeps the lake with a broom. Wait a minute. I
I
see
do
a
sweep the lake
message.
with a broom.
What's the message say?
I intensely dislike
I
Stan.
intensely dislike
Stan, not Dan.
Stan.
Schmida wrote that?
Not Dan.
Love Schmida.
Schmida. Oh my God, that girl. That girl is so freaking funny. I intensely
What's the other thing say?
dislike Stan, not Dan. Wait a minute, what's this?
Let's pretend our
Is
nosy
that
neighbor.
duct tape? She took cardboard and duct tape. What a character. Okay, are we scared yet?
Is
Oh,
watching.
There's a moth. Moth comes to the flame. Okay.
Joe Schmo.
Let's pretend our nosy neighbor Nate is watching.
Joe Schmo, the little dog
Joe. Schmo.
story.
What about the little dog, says the neighbor, Joe
Oh,
Schmo.
Tony.
You mean Joey? My dog,
Oh,
Joey?
Joey. No, the guy with the white van?
What about the white van, neighbor? Neighbor
My
Joe?
UPS?
Why'd you come over to my house asking me about, did you just see that white van go down the street? It's when I moved in and I was minding my own freaking business. Well, it's about that time you come up to my porch. I saw the UPS truck. Yeah?
It's my UPS.
My UPS delivery? No,
Joe, it's my
Joe.
UPS. Go away.
it's my UPS.
Who
Go
moved away?
Well, what happened? A freaking UPS man stopped a truck, came up to my porch, left me a package, and it was addressed to me. I had brought it in my house and already opened
Joe
it, and
wanted it?
taken
Was
the
Joseph?
cardboard box out to my porch.
Somebody delivered
And here
pillows to
comes
me
this Joe Schmo
erroneously.
character, acting like a nosy freaking neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
watching.
Right.
There was a truck, blah, blah.
I thought it was my
And I said,
delivery.
no, that was for me. And he looks down in my little recycle bin. There's the cardboard. There's my name and address. Oh, I guess it was your package. I'm like, man, go away. Just get out of here. Who moved away, Joe Schmo?
The
What
star.
did you do to those neighbors that made them so uncomfortable and so freaking weirded out that they moved away? Why
He
did
was
they
stood
move
on his
away?
porch and he was
You know,
nasty.
the house with the big Texas star on it and the big porch.
He was
They moved
nasty.
away because of nasty neighbor Joe
Joe
Schmo.
Schmo.
I just tried to mind my own business, you know? I just tried to mind my own business. Then you had to make my business your business. Want to hurt little Joey? Okay. I got you. I hear you, man. I see you and I hear you. I
Right.
got your number, Joe Schmo.
You do putting their fingers on your eyes.
Crimes are best at night. Yep, true crimes. We got a true crime right here in this cul-de-sac waiting to happen.
Oh boy. If Joe Schmo goes
P.S.
missing.
I'm not going to be the victim.
Uh-oh.
And PSS, he's probably going to be the perpetrator.
Oh dear.
You know, something about guns and a stash of guns. I don't know what's going on, but somebody better look into it before it happens.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think he wears a little red hat. I think he wears a white sheet at night, too.
Oh no.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. What is this? I found this now. Okay, so yeah. Alrighty. You've got You a Scary Neighbor. Coco C, Define Crazy. What is Coco C? Charlene, get everything. I will ask my mom for details. I'm confused. Claire DeLuna, Simon DB, did you email Carolyn? Simon DB did not email me the last time I checked. I will check again. Simon DB, going once. Nothing from Simon. I know my name is Simon. Simon, where are you? This is the second time, right, Simon? Oh, Simon. How's the pup? The pup, okay. The pup got a very nice bath today. I would show you the pup. The pup is in the new dog bed, okay? He's in the brand new dog bed. He had a very nice bath today. We've been giving him Benadryl and putting cortisone on his face, on her face. And that was me that just called in, Mommy. Oh, I know, Chris. I know that's you. But somebody named Simon was going to do that as well. If I, for one, was looking forward to Simon DB calling in. Okay, Simon DB, now you've upset Jessica. Where are you? You can't overpromise and underdeliver. You're supposed to underpromise and overdeliver if you want to win friends, and you'll never win friends with salad. We learned that from The Simpsons a long time ago. Okay. And the things draw come true, yeah. And Casbot was looking forward to your call too, Simon, so that's 2 people you've disappointed now. Unless you come through right now. You just want to slow down. You want to cook more and and worry less. Yep. Also, they gave my babies Pepsid. It's a powder to put in the bottle with the gas jar. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought she was talking about the dog. Okay. Hey, Bridget. Okay, so Simon doesn't appear to be in participants list at present. Simon, you've let us down again, Simon. Hey, Diana. We're growing weary. Let me see. Simon, are you punking us? Steven, I finally got your email. Hey, Big C. Oh, yeah, we did say, you didn't use, hold on, we said yes. Do you want me to put you in a Slack group? Start your Slack group for the fitness routine. Remember Swifty Sid last night, he said, "Hey, Big C," because he calls me that. I don't know, because he's a band guy, and I guess, I don't know, he would call me that if I was in his band, but he doesn't know that I can't carry a tune, and the piano I play Somewhere Over the Rainbow and not even the whole song, so not so good. But I appreciate his enthusiasm. Just a thought about keeping older ramblers fit and active. So he wants to keep the older ramblers fit and active. The younger ramblers can join right in as well. I'm sure he's not going to discriminate. Recently, he developed 5 routines to be done 10 times each. Takes about 10 minutes. So he'd like to have a short fitness video. I think that would be a good idea. There, Swifty, what do you think? Okay, so why don't you want to make the video? Make the video, and then we can play it here. And maybe we can make a rambling exercise time, a couple times okay? And then the ramblers can get together and exercise. And if they want to do it live, and so, oh look, Brandy's doing well lifting that. What I don't even know what the exercises are. Or, come on, you can do it, Joanne. Just one more rep. Okay. So yeah, make the video. Yeah, we'll get some interest in it. Okay, no problem. All right, very good. Thanks for thinking of the ramblers. I was thinking of that myself. I truly was. I told you, I was like thinking of something because I know this lady that used to do it on Facebook, and she really had like a nice 10-minute routine. It was nice. It was really nice. Okay, so let me go back to the chat. You're on it, Swifty? Good, good. Who said exercise? There's no... It's just 10 minutes, Casbot. You can do anything for 10 minutes, right? Some lady told me that I was on deep sea fishing. I was so excited to go deep sea fishing. But it was one time, it was my son, Michael, and I. And he was like 13 at the time. We were the only ones that went out on this thing. And I didn't know what to expect, but I really had always wanted to go deep sea fishing. I really did. I was catching all the fish. My son, who was like 12 at the time, he couldn't catch anything. Okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, right? Some lady came on with like her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend, and I'll never forget, I said to her, like, have you ever been deep sea fishing before? And she goes, no, but they wanted to go, and I figured I can do anything for 4 hours. And I said, you can? And she goes, this is honestly what she told me. She goes, yeah, even if I totally can't stand it, it's only 4 hours. I can truly do anything for 4 hours, and it's for my kids. But I was really excited. Like, I was at the other camp. I was like, I can't believe it's only 4 hours. I want to catch something really, really big. Sharon Martin, what's Sharon Martin? Someone wants you to move? Who? Hi, Carolyn. Did you get my email? Yeah, I did. You didn't get the one I sent? This is getting crazy. If you didn't get the email, I'm getting quite concerned. Diana, you didn't get an email from me? Hey, Robin. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing, Jeanette? Jeanette says, Joanne Dallas is not crazy. No, Joanne Dallas is not crazy. She's a lovely member. Like you, Coco. Joanne is doing acting. And it's nice acting. Right. That reminds me of Christina Crawford. I was just acting. Mommy. Play acting. Like you do. Remember in Mommy Dearest? Are you making fun of me? No, Mommy. I was play acting, just like you do. What did you put in your hair? It's just setting lotion. I'll never get this out of your hair. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, you haven't checked. Okay, well, you check that out. Just a thought. Must I be... I think YouTube would require that, Swifty. Why don't you try wearing the Jack LaLanne suit? You know what Jack LaLanne used to wear? He used to wear like skin tight black pants and it, like a skin tight, like he was like a multi, was it like a unitard or something? Jack LaLanne? You used to love deep sea fishing too in Montauk? I'd like to go on that whale thing, you know, and where's that, in Massachusetts or something? A Speedo. You can wear a Speedo, Lisa H says. Didn't she slap her? Didn't who slap who? Oh, you mean with... No, she didn't slap her. She cut all her hair off. Don't you remember? And then in the book, she honestly cut the child's dress to shreds and made her wear it every day to school for a week. And she said, if someone asks you why you're wearing that dress, you tell them because I don't like nice things. Oh, you missed the deep sea fishing? That would be good. Mommy Ramblings is going on a deep sea fishing tour. Can you imagine that? Why are they going deep sea fishing? I don't know, because someone mentioned it in the chat and everybody said they missed it. And they wanted to go whale watching, so they got a twofer. It was deep sea fishing and then whale watching. Tracy pieces she's in. The unitard. A mankini? Is that what the no, is it a mantini? No, not really, right? Wrestling singlet. Good luck. You could never do deep sea anything. Oh, you get seasick? You haven't seen the movie in a while. Oh, I could, yeah, whatever part you want to know. One of the parts that we love the most is the pool one. Come on, I'll race you again. No, Mommy, I'm tired. Quitter. My daughter and I do that for everything. It doesn't matter what it is. We get like, quitter, quitter. I don't want to play with you anymore. I'm bigger and stronger than you, Christina, and I'll always beat you. Hello, Christy Holland. You'll stick to non-vomit inducing gear. Okay, that's always a good thing. Hope the guy with the big scrotum won't be wearing a Speedo. Well, he had that scrotum taken care of, so he didn't have Dr. Oz operated on it, but he did have a team of 4 doctors, and he's all good now, so he can wear the Speedo. No, just a chicken, Mommy. I think as soon as I go in the ocean, a shark will know I'm there. But we're going to be on a big boat, and the shark can't eat the boat. Did you see that thing that happened recently where the grandfather, well, first they said he dropped the 19-month-old off of a cruise ship, but now they're saying that he put her up towards a window and she like fell out? Did you guys hear that one? You just woke up to hear scrotum? LOL, you do know. Oh, I know that movie inside and out, Bridget. So do my older kids. My younger kids, I don't know if they ever saw it. I don't think they ever saw it. They're not the same as things like kids. It's not even that low, but it's just, it's totally different. They're not into the same kind of thing. I mean, that was like a cult classic. And they even had that guy, you know, that really skinny guy that I used to think that he was dying or something. I was praying for him and stuff. But then I see he's been living me for years and years and years. So I think he just looks like that. Okay. And I don't know what his name is. But they had like this, it probably was like TBS or something, where they did like this, the commentary on Mommy Rambling, not Mommy Rambling, oh my gosh, on Mommy Dearest. And I could have definitely done that along with them. But 100%. Work beckons, okay. Bye, Dad TV. Dad TV, do you have a real job? I'm joking. Okay. I'm joking because people's... never mind. Private joke. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what is... I had to say something about... Oh, did you hear about the cruise ship person? Did you hear about that? About the window? You heard about it, Teresa? A man got lost kayaking on our lake today. Oh no. How big is your lake, Robin? Where is it? You haven't, the cruise ship? Oh, what cruise ship person? A 19-month-old, it's 3:33? It is 3:33, thank you. It's a very big lake. What state is that in, Robin? Oh, I know you are the one that called in, Chris. I know. Can you please switch off the slow mode? I keep losing my messages and I have to retype them. I don't think we're on a big slow mode. He put the child on the railing. No, it wasn't the railing, Angel Callie. I read this one. They said at first he put the child against the window and that he lost his grip. But then they said, no, it wasn't that. It was that he put her against the window and the wind, like something fell out of and she fell out. He didn't lose his grip or something. I don't know what they said. It was really bad. You're in British Columbia, oh, okay. That's terrible. So they think he drowned? No, it wasn't Lake Placid. It was British Columbia, Canada. But I was going to say something else and I forgot. You said that somebody was missing in a kayak, and then I said that other thing, and then there was something else to say. What was the other thing we had to say? I don't remember what it was, but maybe it's time for... Were we waiting? Oh, we were waiting for Simon, right? And Simon disappointed us once again. Simon, you disappointed us once again. And I'm sorry, Simon. You know, my daughter has this friend. Her name is I. Seriously, that's her name. And she comes up and she always has these riddles she tells. Like, she's like, I have a riddle. But they're like all stuff she gets from the team building stuff that from her company. So she tells them around the campfire when she comes up. She'll be coming up in, because the whole transportation, I told you, they have a retreat at the lake house. Transportation people. And then they hang out at the campfire, and my daughter usually says, "Come on over to the campfire." So I do, and I usually has these riddles. So I'm gonna remember the riddles because I'm gonna ask her the one she had last year because they were really good. Oh, what cruise ship? Okay, let me tell you the cruise ship. Hang on a minute. I will tell. I see I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, I'll tell you the cruise ship. Okay. They're absolutely devastated. The family of the 18-month-old, she's 18 months, girl killed in a cruise ship fall. They return home. Let's see, 1-year-old Chloe Wigand, I think that's how you pronounce it, of northern Indiana, fell to her death from the 11th story of a cruise ship docked at San Juan, Puerto Rico. But there are conflicting accounts of how it happened. Yeah, that's what I was reading. There were conflicting accounts. Now, the Indiana couple whose 18-month-old daughter fell to her death Sunday from the 11th story of the cruise ship returned home Thursday from Puerto Rico on a flight, also carrying their youngest child's body, an attorney for the family said. Chloe Wigand's parents, her 2 siblings, and her 2 sets of grandparents planned to fly home Thursday to northern Indiana to arrange the funeral and grieve, said Michael Winkleman, a Miami-based attorney who's representing the family. Their singular goal right now is to get home and start working on funeral arrangements, he said Wednesday evening. They're absolutely devastated. It's been a terrible 72 hours in Puerto Rico, and they're desperate to get home as soon as possible so they can grieve as a family. He said the family hopes Chloe's bodies, which authorities have released to relatives, can be on Thursday's return flight from San Juan to the U.S., but he said that they were still working through red tape Wednesday to make sure that can happen. Winkleman has challenged Puerto Rico's police Monday's statement that Chloe apparently slipped from her grandfather's hands as he was holding her out of an 11th floor window of the Freedom of the Seas. That was it, Freedom of the Seas. Winkleman said Tuesday that she plunged from a window that had been inexplicably left open in a child's play area. He said that the Granger, Indiana toddler was playing with her grandfather in the kids' water zone on the ship as it was docked in Puerto Rico, and when she asked him to lift her to a wall of windows lining the play area, the toddler wanted to bang on the glass like she always did at her older brother's hockey games, Winkleman said Tuesday. Her grandfather thought there was glass, just like everywhere else, but there was not, and she was gone in an instant. Winkleman said that the windows should have been closed securely, and he sees grounds for the family to file a civil lawsuit against Royal Caribbean Cruises. He said the family is seeking surveillance video from the area of the ship where Chloe fell to her death. Police had no immediate comment Wednesday on the investigation into the girl's death. Winkleman said the girl's father, Alan Wigand, who's a police officer in South Bend, Indiana, was interviewed Wednesday by police investigating the youngest child's death. He said that other relatives have also been interviewed by police in the U.S. territory. Royal Caribbean Cruises called the girl's death a tragic incident in a statement Monday and said it was helping the family. The cruise line has not commented on Winkleman's statements around the circumstances of the girl's death. Royal Caribbean Cruises spokesman Owen Torres said in a statement Wednesday that the company continues assisting local authorities in San Juan in their investigation. Okay, let me see who's texting me. Okay, let me see. Okay. Dana says, this is my third attempt. My first attempt failed. I'm not sure about the second attempt, and I would very much like to receive... Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, this is... Okay. I thought I did send them to you. I'm getting really scared now that people are not getting my emails. This is getting like a little bit freaky, okay? I'm sending them to you right now, the picture, okay? You should have it now. Okay, Charlene's got, yeah, all right, I can't, yeah. I'll read the, I'll watch that later. Okay. Claire, this is not me. Oh, what happened? Oh, someone's pretending to be Claire. Hang on. This is not Claire. Are you saying someone's pretending to be you think? Wow. Is the person also in true crime, Bella? Huh. I heard somebody else had somebody make a profile. Oh, wow. They are in true crime and they are pretending to be you? Huh. Yeah, that's freaky. Beware of a Bella Mac imitation. What is this? Food shortages? I don't know. Okay, so let me go back to the chat and see what's happening. So if we're all good, good night, Carolyn and everyone. I'm going to watch a little of the... Okay, I think that's a good idea to Scooter Chick. That, and maybe, you know, if you're getting a little tired, you could watch the rain video. There's a lot of neat things in there. There's a really goofy squirrel. Don't just think it's rain. There's a goofy squirrel in there because it rained all day, but the animals still came out to play. That rhymes. The goofy squirrel was there. The cardinal dive bombed the goofy squirrel. The goofy squirrel kept coming back. The cardinal kept coming back. There were some really pretty rose finches and a bunch of other birds. So check it out. Don't just think it's going to just be, it's raining the whole day, but the animals still came out to play. All right? If you have trouble going to sleep. You did receive, okay, good. All right, so then I guess we'll just call it a night then, since everybody's tired and wants to watch the trial, and Charlene said there's starts promptly. All right. And I just got my new contacts. No, I got them in the mail. So I'm just thinking I put my new contacts in. It's an awesome and beautiful. Did you watch it? Did you see the squirrel, Auntie Schmida, the squirrel? You see the acrobatics he does when he tucks his little feet and stuff? He's pretty flexible. Swifty, you might want to see if he's doing some exercise. No, I think I got it from lens.com. Okay, so everybody, a big hand of applause for our moderators and a big hand of applause for yourselves. And everyone, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to do some, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do power washing. I don't know what's going on. I really want to try out my new things. I have 3 new power washing accessories. Really, I'm quite happy. I don't think I showed you this one. I have a new rotary brush now. I have a lot of things I want to get done with this. And I have this. This is supposed to get into a lot of places I couldn't have gotten, and I got the whole extender set so I can go up even higher. All right? Everybody take care. Good night. God bless. Be kind. That's perfect. You go, girl. Let's go out with that. Everybody be good. God bless. Be kind. Kindness matters. Don't tell lies. Kindness matters. Take care, everybody.